Hello from Seoul! What can you cook with $3? Today, for less than $3, I'm gonna show you how to make delicious potato croquettes. But there's a big problem. Once your family members or friends taste it, they're gonna keep asking you to make it. So it might be better to cook it alone, like in your basement, bunker, or something like that. Alright, let's get started! You will be needed, of course, potatoes. In my previous videos, I never explained what kind of potatoes I used because there are not many kinds of potatoes here. But if you are still wondering, I think Yukon Gold potatoes would be perfect for this recipe. And we also need ground meat. Today, I'm using ground beef, but you can also use pork, chicken, lamb, or anything you like. Some of you might want to say, Aaron, I don't have any meat in my fridge. It's okay. If you can compromise the taste a little bit, you can skip it. And then onion and carrot are needed. First, to make croquettes, we need mashed potatoes. I'm using a microwave, but you can cook potatoes any way you like. You can either boil or steam it. There's no problem at all. So please do whatever works for you. But I recommend using a microwave or a steamer for a better texture. Now, let's mince the vegetables. To be honest, carrots do not affect the taste much, but who doesn't like pretty dishes? I'm sure your girlfriend or boyfriend will be deeply impressed by your beautiful croquettes. So do not miss the chance to score some brownie points. Also, we are all grown-ups. We need to think about our health. This time, let's make the sauce. Put 1 tablespoon of soy sauce and 1 tablespoon of chicken stock. If you don't have a chicken stock, you can use 1 tablespoon of oyster sauce instead. Add 6 tablespoons of mirin and mix it well. Sadly, mirin cannot be replaced with white wine or sake in this recipe because this is the key ingredient. So if you don't have this, I suggest getting one from the supermarket. I'll wait for you. Put some oil in a pan and add ground beef. As soon as you put it in, please stir it quickly so that it doesn't have lumps. Add the chopped onions and carrots and keep stirring it. Pour the sauce we made and boil it over high heat until all the vegetables and the meat are fully cooked. Once you see the bubbles, let it simmer for about 1 minute. That should be enough. Now, let's drain the sauce with a strainer. We're not gonna use this sauce, but if you need more seasoning for your potato mixture, or if it tastes too bland for you, then you can add 1 or 2 teaspoons into your potato mixture. Mash the potatoes in a mixing bowl. Thinking about annoying people around you would be helpful. Now, add the beef and the vegetables we prepared. Put 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter, a little bit of black pepper, and please mix it well. If the beef and vegetables are only in one side, so some croquettes have nothing but potatoes, you might get some complaints from your family or friends. I'm serious. You need to take it seriously. It can be a big problem. If you have kids at home, you know what I'm talking about, right? Now, let's make it round. I think you'll be okay if you make it a little smaller than your palm. Normally, you can make 5 croquettes with 300 grams of potatoes. But some of you might say, why mine are only 4? Then I have to say you have comically big hands. It's not my fault. Besides cheese, you can put anything you want. Use your imagination. But please don't ask me like, can I put anchovy here? I have a lot to say, but let me stop here. Now, we are good to go. You can start deep frying, but I'm gonna show you a more fancy version. Take out 3 plates and prepare flour, egg wash, and breadcrumbs. Sprinkle some parsley flakes over the breadcrumbs. Your croquette will be prettier. For information, if you can get these breadcrumbs, just bring some white bread and grind it with your food processor. Or just tear some bread into small pieces with your hands. It should be alright. Dredge the potato mixture in the flour. Coat this in the egg wash and coat it with breadcrumbs. Make sure that every side is coated well. Here's one more tip. While doing this, if you use both hands for egg wash, everything will become so messy, such as your hands, tables, or your whole kitchen. So it's better to use only one hand for the egg wash and the other hand for the breadcrumbs. Otherwise, people will say your kitchen looks like bomb has hit it. If you have a big cleanup job at the end of a big cook-off, no matter how delicious the food is, you don't want to make it again, right? Now, let's deep fry them. The best oil temperature would be 170 degrees Celsius or 338 degrees Fahrenheit. But you don't have this kind of thermometer? Don't worry about it. Just turn on the heat to medium-high heat, and when you feel the heat from the oil, you can put them all. Once you put them all, the oil temperature will go down dramatically. So you will be alright unless the oil temperature is extremely high. Then you might wanna ask, Aaron, when should I take them out? Since everything was cooked already, all you need to do is just making the breadcrumbs beautiful golden brown. So when it turns golden brown, take them out. Today, I'm using a wok with lots of oil. But if you don't want to use a lot of oil, you can use a smaller pan like I did in my previous spam video. As long as the oil can cover all the croquettes, that's alright. And that way, you don't have to use lots of oil and even reduce your cooking time. Now, you might want to ask, Aaron, what if I don't want to deep fry at home? Then you can use an air fryer. Since potatoes are already cooked, you can simply coat your croquettes with some oil and put it in an air fryer. Of course, it can't be as good as deep fried one, but why not? I'm pretty sure it will come out great. Once they turn beautiful golden brown, it's done. As you know, I don't want to take any responsibility, but if it's related to your safety, I'm willing to take it. So please be careful when you deep fry something. Please put them on a serving plate nicely. For a better presentation, you can use any veggies in your fridge. They look more appetizing, right? And for your information, they don't need any special dipping sauce. Just bring tomato ketchup from your fridge. Then I'll bring Claire. Claire.
Smells awesome. 냄새 너무 좋다. 재료를 아낌없이 넣어줬네. 오, 기대되는군. Ready? Oh my gosh. The outside is so crispy and the inside is so soft and fluffy. I love this kind of textures. 간장에 졸여가지고 그 약간 짭조름한 맛도 느껴지고 양파에서 나오는 은은한 그 단맛이 감자만 했었을 때 그 심심함을 좀 딱 채워주는 것 같아. 이거 자체만 먹어도 맛있는데 케찹이랑 한번 먹어볼게요. 맛있네. 그냥 케찹을 좋아해서 그런지 이게 더 맛있는 것 같다. This time, let me try the one with cheese. 오, 된다. Look at this. 어디까지 들려야 되는 거지? 자, 여기까지. Ready? 원래는 보통은 치즈를 넣으면 치즈의 그 고소한 맛이 확 살아야 되거든? 근데 이 속에 있는 재료의 그 간들이 너무 딱 완벽하게 되어 있는 그런 상태다 보니까는 치즈가 딱히 느껴지지 않는 것 같아. 그냥 식감만 좀 쫄깃한 느낌? 그리고 그냥 이렇게 늘어뜨리는 재미는 있는데 아쉽다. 치즈 안 넣어도 될 것 같다. You don't have to put it in because the croquette itself is so perfect.
치즈 자기가 넣어달라 그랬잖아.
Sorry.
Today, I showed you how to make potato croquettes. You can make it with less than $3, but the taste is incredible. I guarantee it. So why don't you enjoy this with your family or friends on the weekend? Don't try this recipe in your basement, bunker, or something. I was kidding. Alright, this is it for today, and I'll see you next time.